and welcome back to another episode of
And on that note,
that was fun.
So,
I'm about to get married.
I
want to know.
Sign me.
Mimi up the ocean.
I want to know your take on funding. Well, getting our guests to, instead of giving us gifts, to pay for our honeymoon.
So you'd ask them for...
Excuse me,
gifts.
you're having a destination wedding. That is your gift, mate.
Okay, so
we're already on the honeymoon.
Yeah, we're having a destination wedding. And it's a little bit cheeky already getting our guests to come out there and spend so-and-so amount of, monies.
Spend that coin.
We don't want gifts for our wedding because we already live in our house together. The house is kitted up. We don't need gifts, Usually, you're moving into your first home with your other half. You need pots, pans, carpet, rug, whatever.
Carpet rug.
We don't need any of that.
So what do you need?
So,
You just want to go on holiday?
I've been spending a lot of coins on these holidays. I want a holiday for free. So yeah, what do you guys think about, instead of asking for gifts and doing a whole wedding gift list, saying, can you guys contribute some monetary monies to fund our honeymoon?
I think that's fine. Because as long as you don't set an amount. So I think it's very easy to just say to people, I think people put on the, invitation.
Although,
whilst we appreciate what you give
you know that wording.
what we
The
prefer
generic
is
one.
monetary gifts.
Yeah.
We do have a post box for you to put your gifts in there.
The reason why I say do you think it's cheeky as well is because on our traditional, George, did you have this? Did you have a post box at your traditional?
I didn't need a post box, man. We had money everywhere.
Yeah, so on a traditional, money is going to be coming in like left, right and centre. So to now come and say, ask for money again or monetary gifts, monetary money, is that cheeky?
No, it's not
It's
mandatory.
You don't ask for the money.
Yeah, you don't ask for the money.
They just bless
We're not like saying, everyone contribute £500 and or a minimum of £100 or whatever.
I don't think it's cheeky.
I don't think it's
not. I think what is
normal.
What is cheeky is then when you make gifts compulsory. So you're like, please make sure you bring a gift. I don't know anyone that does that, but that's cheeky.
So what if like,
or please send all your gifts to our home beforehand.
Pregnant, yeah. When she has her baby shower, what if
Having
Annette
another
is
baby shower?
very...
I mean, imagine.
If it's a boy, she can have another baby shower. But anyways, what if Annette is
And
very
then
specific?
she's having a baby shower for
She
every
told me
baby.
from long time
baby
she's having another baby shower. But what if Annette was like, okay, I only want, well, not I only want, but she put specific items on her baby shower list, which is normal. That's what we do. But what if every item is like Ugg boots, Hunter Wellies? I'm trying to think of designers for kids. Balenciaga sneakers. Give me another designer for kids.
They'll do the same as adults. Fendi, Gucci, Versace.
But whatever. Any designer. What if she's very specific and she's like, I only want these designer items for my baby?
I'll be like, you can want it. It's good for you.
So what would you not get her? Would you not follow? Yeah, and that's not gonna do that.
If you want to bring
to
it,
clarify
for my baby.
She ain't gonna do it, but she might accept
do you know
I
it.
don't think there's
Do you know
anything
what? Yeah.
wrong with having
I
gift
think,
lists.
yeah, I
No,
don't think
but
there's
be very
anything wrong with
specific
that.
on your gift list
You
and like
can be
the
specific.
items on your
That's the
gift
whole point in
list.
having a gift
No,
list.
the items on your gift list cost over £100 because your child says your child needs
Depends on
it.
what the item is. Some items will cost over £100.
Yeah.
So,
But if
a
it's
car
a
seat,
cart, that's reasonable.
like,
if
if
it's a
it's a
car
car
seat, that's
seat,
reasonable.
it
But if
may
these
be
are,
up to 100.
guys, I never mentioned any of these things. I said boots. The child ain't coming out walking.
materialistic things.
Yes,
basically.
Materialistic things.
Things that are not a necessity.
Things that are
Yeah,
not
Yes.
it's not
necessity.
necessity.
What if those were the only things on her gift list? Not a car seat.
You don't need
That's
it.
her gift list. That's what she's requesting. Would you buy?
Well, the
items
thing
on
is,
this list?
I think if you're gonna say to people, "That's what I want," and anything else, don't bother or just get me vouchers. I
Yeah.
probably would hope that you actually do give me a voucher option, so then I'll just come buy some
I'll
vouchers.
buy vouchers. Yeah.
And if
or-
that wasn't there?
I wouldn't buy you anything.
I
If
won't
if
buy you
I
anything
felt-
on that list.
If I felt,
really?
yeah, no.
Yeah,
If you're
for
telling
what?
me that this is the list, this is only these are the things you should buy. If you're not gonna buy these things, then I might say. It depends what options you're giving me. If I genuinely feel like, let's say, like you say, the things are minimum of £100 and I don't got it, like I'm not about it, like I don't have £100, I'm not gonna force myself or go out of my way
No
to
one's
break
saying
my
to,
back. Like
To go buy it.
put yourself in debt for a gift. But what if you did have the £100?
I
the thing
don't
is, I've got the
typically-
£100.
I'm not gonna
I don't
say
have
this.
the £100 to spend on that foolishness.
I don't
That's
typically,
exactly-
I don't
I think it's
typically
ridiculous.
buy those kind of gifts for children because children, not in a bad way, if I like you enough and I'm in your life, I'll be buying your kids gift. There's no need for me to be being really overly extravagant because it sets a bar. So that's not my role in your child's life to be doing extravagance. And I don't place value on those things. I'd rather buy your child something valuable and actually spend time with them so they know me. And actually, I think those are more important because I could spend give your child £500, this, 200, and their child will never see me again.
Exactly.
And they don't even know.
And they won't know.
Yeah,
and they
they
will not
don't know.
And so I'm not like that. However, if you were asking me for £100 to spend on or contribute towards a car seat, a baby blanket, certain things that the baby needs, bottles, I'm buying that jazz.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
I'm
That's why my
buying
question
it.
was very direct. I did not ask you for those things.
But that's I'm clarifying that it's not the money, it's not the cost of the thing.
Yeah.
It's the thing itself. I don't feel like that is necessary for me. However, I'll put this there again. If that's what people want to buy, great.
That's okay.
That is fantastic.
I think
Good on you.
But why
It's
would you
very
make? Why
different.
would you make a list with those specific items?
Do you know why I said Annette? Because Annette's already got a child. And the child already has a pot. The child already has a car seat. The child already has
That's
all
what
these
I'm
things.
saying.
So
That's
the
what I
rest-
said. When I do my baby shower, it's not going to be about the gifts. I just want to spend time with my people and just celebrate. Because I've already had a baby. I've got all this stuff. We got it from
And
the
I think
first one.
what people need to realize when people do put those materialistic things, in my opinion, I think it's because you want to dress your child a certain way. You want to put out a certain thing and actually just make it clear that this is what you want.
But it's not coming from you, though. I think
we
it
always
looks...
say this, right? It's the same concept when people talk about like girls wanting guys to do certain things for them, take them
But they
here,
cannot
buy that.
do it for
Can you
themselves.
do it for yourself? Because
Exactly.
if you're
It's how
already
we do
doing that in your life, calm. I'll be like, that's your levels.
So I'm only going to
That's
Yes.
you. You've got the same Balenciaga that you want your child to have. You've got it already.
Yeah.
But if you dance,
then
and you're coming to ask for your child, I'm gonna be like, you're fronting because you're trying to stand.
That's exactly
But
what
you know,
I
a lot of
Yeah.
some parents tend to do that. They just want their kids to be draped in the latest
Then
designer
buy it for them.
gear.
I
They're
don't think there's anything wrong
blingiest
with
chap.
it. My thing is, if you've got the money, go
Do
and
it.
buy
Do
it.
it. Yeah.
If that's what you want to
But-
spend your money on, go and buy
but
it.
don't impose
But
it on
don't
others.
impose that on
Yeah.
anybody
No.
else.
Yeah.
So
I
I've
think you
recently
should.
been invited to a birthday party,
Okay.
my little prince, and we were given a gift list. And first of all, I thought to myself, a gift list. And I thought, okay, that's a bit strange, birthday party. I thought to
it's the
myself,
best.
okay. I thought, let me open it up anyway.
Wow.
So I was going through like the list and everything. And it was really annoying because all the gifts were saying like, about the child. Oh, my child wants this, or like, I want this, aunties and uncles, and this is my size. And this should be personalized like this. And I was just like,
That
This
child
is really
didn't say... How old
strange.
is the child? Like,
not talking yet. That's
yeah, that child didn't say that.
So I was kind of like, this is really strange. And I felt like, I don't know. I looked at it. What? Strange. It is. It was so strange because I was trying, first of all, I thought to myself, maybe I'm being petty because I would never, ever, ever think to like make up a gift list.
Yeah, I've never received a
for,
gift list
like
for a birthday.
Nathaniel's birthday,
Party,
like a
yeah.
birthday
Yeah,
party.
I've never.
I think for a baby shower, yes,
Yeah.
we've already established
Weddings.
that.
Baby
That's
shower,
fine.
weddings.
Yes, we've already established that. Even maybe something like a funeral, you can say like, contributions towards X, Y, and Z. Yes,
Yeah.
I get that. But for a birthday party, it's kind of like, okay, the kids are
Give me
going
a
to
gift
come,
if
have a
you
good
want,
time.
if not-
And if I want to give a gift, I'll give a
Give a
gift.
gift,
And most
yeah.
likely I will give a gift. Do you understand? But I'm just kind of like, for you to now give me these gifts, and a lot of them, as you guys were saying, they were very much like materialistic things, like a lot of designer products. And I'm just kind of like, well, if your child needs those things so desperately, why
Why
don't you
you
bought
buy
them?
them?
And not just that,
Exactly.
why
Like,
are you
haven't
throwing a
bought
party?
them? Why are you
like
throwing
save
a
your money
party?
to
Like,
put
what are you
that
doing?
to
All the
whatever
money
your child
that you're
needs.
using for the
Save
party,
it.
Yeah.
surely
Save
you can spend the money to
On
buy
these
all
gifts.
these ridiculous things that you're wanting to get. So I just found it really, really, really strange. But then I spoke to my colleague, and my colleague was like, "No, I don't think that's strange at all.
Really?
Like, I'll do exactly the same thing.
With the same
A
gifts
gift
and
list.
everything.
Yeah, they'll
For
do
a
they'll do a
party.
gift list for a party because they thought If my child's having a party, rather than having all the same things because my child's probably already got it, I'd rather be very specific as to what I want my child to have.
But you can be specific. So like Kiona just turned 2. Everyone said, "Oh, what does she need? What does she need?" I said, "Anything but toys. We've got enough toys." So
that's what I said.
That leaves you with anything else but toys. Like you could get clothes, shoes. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, only Nike Huaraches, only this Adidas tracksuit." We don't mind, but she doesn't need toys because she's got them in abundance. So for that, that's fine. But when you're telling me what your child needs and you just said the child is barely even speaking, when did your child that the child needs that?
Do you know what? I kind of somewhat agree with your colleague. Like, I don't have any issues with the list itself. I think it can be, especially if the type of person you are is that you're quite organized, you have a clear idea of either what you want your child to be wearing, what they want them to be playing with from an education perspective, or just kind of the things that you don't need. So you want to ensure that you don't get the wrong things on for gifts. It's nice to give people a bit of direction. Sometimes it's helpful because, sometimes you're going to buy things and you're like, what should I get? What do they like? You're kind of trying to go off.
But I feel like you can just ask that. So for me, if anyone invites me to any birthday, I'm going to be like, what does your child need? What does your child?
But maybe
I don't need a whole gift list.
Yeah, but then there's some people that won't ask. There's some people that won't ask, and they'll just go and say, this will do. And while that's very nice, and the gesture, of course, for me anyway, it would always be appreciated.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be something that gets left because you just know your child well enough to know that those are not the type of things. Or even more so, those are not some of the things you want to encourage them to play with, wear, whatever. So a gift list is, in my opinion, fine. What it comes down to now is, what is on that list? To me, what is on that list? Because if it's a whole host of designer clothes, to me, that's vanity.
And that's for you.
That's for
not,
you.
It's not about the child.
List.
It's nothing about the child.
Yeah. And that's where I'm just like, draw the line. And so I get why people might not do a gift list for a birthday, because with a wedding and a baby shower is very clear, because a lot of the time you put things that you need. Most of the time for birthdays, it's not about needs. It's just fun. It will always be fun. And I think sometimes it's hard for people to kind of be like, well, you don't really need this, so let me just get something. Just it's something. You should be appreciative of anything.
You're right. And I think it's very individual as well, because I normally see birthday parties as when you invite someone, you invite them to come and have fun. So basically they receive more than you actually do, whether they come with a gift or not, or money or whatever. But they come in to have fun, spend time with you, eat, have cake, get a party bag, this, that, and the other.
And just
so they actually leave with more than But I don't know. I think it's just over the top. That content list is mad.
I think you bring up a good point, because I think sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, why are you having the party? Like, what is it? Because is it that you just want to be surrounded by friends and family, or is it just a vehicle for you to be able to get gifts, an excuse for you to get gifts? I think, because let's be honest, a child of a certain age, I don't care what no one says, the party's not for them.
No, of course not.
They're going to be asleep.
That child's going to be sleeping.
Exactly. They're not going to remember. They don't care what they're weighing. Half the time when you're singing happy birthday to, they're just looking at you. They're like, what is going on? Why are all these people looking at me?
Smile.
They don't care.
They don't care.
So it's all for the parents.
Exactly.
It's all for the parents to look good and be like, look at what I done, and put it on the gram. Best party ever. Blah, blah, blah.
Is it a proper party that you're
yes, it's a proper party.
With cake table, balloon. Small
kiddies. It looks like it's going to be that.
I went to a birthday party with George once. She invited me to a friend's birthday party.
Oh yeah, that was mad.
It was like a wedding.
Was it?
It was like
a wedding.
There was at least 20 tables of 10.
They just turned one.
They
twins.
just and they had
Nigerian.
everything.
Yeah, but she had but she had a reason to party.
Yeah, she did.
She had a reason to party.
She really did.
She'd been married for like 7 years and no child.
Yeah, so something like that.
And then she had twins, boy and a girl.
Yeah,
that makes sense. And like obviously Nigerians,
she didn't ask for anything.
We love to celebrate everything anyway.
She didn't ask for anything.
She didn't ask for any gifts,
in abundance.
The party
and that's what I'm saying. Why are you having the party?
Yeah,
because that's so clear. There's a reason behind it. There's a reason.
Yeah,
and so personally,
it's not about.
I want to do that. I have no problem with extravagance. Me, I'll do it. If my child is 1, 2, 5, 7, whatever. If I have the money and that's what I want to do, I'm doing it.
I'll do it.
I won't make a pretense as to, it's for them. Because at the end of the day, most of the time, children just want to play with paper.
Yeah,
that's
it.
And how many times did we see the kids that day in there? We barely saw the kids.
Hardly saw them.
We saw them like maybe taking a picture. They were gone. They all won.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
So
I think they
it's
probably
very
even fell
young.
asleep during their party. That party went on
They're
for
still going
ages.
through nap times.
Yeah, literally. That party went on for ages.
And I'll probably do the same. I probably won't ask for anything because, we all hope to have more than we need.
Yeah.
So if that is the case, which God willing it will be in my case, the likelihood of me asking for people for stuff is I won't ask. Most of the time people will bring you stuff.
Yeah.
But I won't ask because it's just like I don't want.
And so, to be, again, like I said, maybe I'm petty, but after looking at the gift list, because before I even knew, as soon as I knew I was invited to the party, I thought, oh, what am I going to buy? Blah, blah, blah. Because I always start thinking like, what should I get the baby? And when I go out, I naturally just start looking around, like, oh, what should I get? Like, this might be nice. And when I saw the gift list, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I was kind of like, I don't want to buy a gift anymore.
Can I just ask?
Because I almost felt like no matter what I bring, if it's not on that list, it's not going to be good enough.
Yeah.
But is she your friend? Does she give? Like the type of gift she's requesting?
This is it.
Oh
no,
that's a good question.
That's the thing.
That's a good question.
That's a good question because actually, no, and not that I'm counting, but she's never gifted Nathaniel a gift before.
That is very interesting. That is very.
But obviously, we don't do tit for tat out here.
No, I don't do tip, and that's 100%. I don't do tit for tat. But when you begin to weigh up and you begin to put things into content, you're kind of like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
You're asking for all of these things.
I feel obliged to get you.
No,
and
you
ain't bought ish.
Yeah.
She's doing it for the gram.
And that's, yeah. She's doing it for the gram. I believe so.
She'll put all the things together and do panoramic.
Do you know the thing? The thing is, I will get a gift.
Do you have an option for gift vouchers or gift cards on that list?
There are, but the gift vouchers are very specific.
Like £50 minimum.
Like no, it didn't say in terms of
the shops.
In terms of the shops that are very specific as where to go. So I think I'll probably. To be fair, I will always buy the child a gift regardless. Like
you're very gifting anyway.
It's got nothing to do with the child because I don't see why the child should suffer because the parents are extravagantly materialistic and they want other people to kind of fund the lifestyle that they desire for their child. I don't see why I wouldn't buy the child a gift. But I'm not gonna adhere to that list.
Do you think it's something around how we give gifts? Because I personally, I'm going to talk about baby showers because that's where most of the time I will go and give a gift without question. I'll always get a gift because I'm going to a baby shower. But I always get a gift receipt.
Yeah.
And it's just something that because I know baby showers especially, unless some people are really meticulous, you might get multiple, you might get... So I always give a gift receipt knowing that one, you may have something specific that you want, but two, you might get more. So like one of my favorite baby shower gifts are the Tommy Tippy nappy dispensers.
The bin.
I love them. I'm like, this is a great gift. It's a great gift.
It's the best.
And
gift
and if you're if I'm being extra good, I'll even get you some of the cartridges.
I like you.
Best gift.
However, I didn't realize until like one of my other friends had a baby, and I went and she has a different one. She has a completely different one. It's another brand. I don't even know what brand it is, but she's like, I prefer these ones because of this. I think it's the mechanism is automatic or something, so you don't even press it. Yeah, you just do something, it opens and something. And I was like, ooh, fancy. What is this? Fancy. So it made me realize that people do have sometimes preferences. Some people are quite particular and be like, I don't want the Tommy Tippy one. I want the front because this, that, and the other. So, but for me, I'm just like, well, I've given you your gift receipt,
so you
can either use that to contribute towards it or whatever. You can stop it, do your thing. But this is what I gave you. And that's just one of the things I do. I always try and give gift receipts. However, if I bought something small that is just like a gesture, I didn't have to give it to you. I probably won't get a gift receipt because it's not that deep.
Oh, really?
It's not that deep.
You see the thing, what you just said, I wouldn't have thought that I would always need a gift receipt. If I'm buying like a clothing item,
that's what I said.
I always get gift receipt.
Yeah, I'll give a gift receipt. So funny thing, I had another situation where we went to another friend's house who had given birth, and another one of our mutual friends brought a gift for her child, and she brought her daughter like baby wipes and nappies, and then she was kind of like, I can't use these wipes. So they weren't perfumed or anything. She was just like, I only use water wipes or organic wipes, and we only use organic nappies. I was like, where'd you buy organic nappies from, though?
But that's,
do you know what, though, guys?
I
wouldn't say it to them. I would be gifted to someone else, but I would like that.
And literally, it wasn't from me, so I wasn't the one. But literally, I think she said it out loud, and I would have just been like,
I would have
just keep
it.
it.
Yeah.
You could have just kept it because at the end of the day, you would just naturally think, so for me, when I had my baby shower, all I said was, I don't need necessarily like a lot of things. There are specific things I'd asked for, but there were specific things I knew I asked only my family for, only because they had asked me, okay, what are the things that you want us to get?
Yeah.
So baby's bed, like all these things, just tell us what you need and we will get it for you. Obviously I needed everything, but they'll just say, just tell us exactly what you want from your family and from my husband's family. And that's that. And then there were some things that I asked my friends to buy. The main things I asked my friends to buy were mainly like nappies and wipes because you're going to go through those in abundance. And I asked for various sizes and I got those in abundance, to be fair. So I wasn't specific because I didn't know to say like, oh, I only want, what do they call them brands? Huggies?
But the thing is,
Pampers.
from what I understand,
I didn't care.
you
Do you
with
understand?
children, correct
So I
me if
just
I'm
thought to
wrong.
myself, wow.
You won't even know what you
Yeah,
want
in the beginning.
until you use it.
Until you use it.
You don't know.
Yeah, her first child. So her first child. So she's just like, oh, it has to be organic. I can only do water wipes. I could only do this. It could only be natural products. And I thought to myself, my other friend looked at me like,
I get it, but I wouldn't have said it in front of everyone.
and then my other friend was like, okay, so should I take it back or should I leave it? Like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, girl, you do what you want to do.
I would have taken that issue.
No, yeah.
back.
Because like
Thank
for us, there was
I
a
would
lot
keep them
of
because you'd have
Johnson's
to use
products
them
that
later.
we got. And during that time, I remember that thing going around about Johnson's causing cancer, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we ain't using no Johnson's baby, nothing on our child. But that didn't stop us from receiving it. We didn't tell no one not to bring
cancer.
the
The
talcum
talcum
powder or
powder.
something.
Powder.
It-
Swear down.
They
in the
changed
days,
the
yeah.
formula.
Rotted.
Yeah, so I was like, we're not
Use
using any
Johnson's
Johnsons on
That
on
woman
her
was
at
going ham
all.
in her vaginal regions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
Well, she
woman
just-
kept applying it.
For what? What was she itching?
No, I think it's her sweats absorbers.
She needs to go and get injected and
Yeah,
get that
they
shit.
get Botox.
That's what she
But
was
this was
using.
back in the days,
Yeah,
though. Anyway,
I think
it's
she's
not
just used
recent.
to it.
But because of that, I was like, I just didn't want any
That white
Johnsons.
fanny
But
bun.
we got a lot of that because
Sorry, I just disgusting. That would be pure
Oh
white.
my gosh, I just pictured grape.
censored.
Literally, that's so nasty.
Oh my gosh.
She gave herself
I don't even
cancer.
wanna.
Oh man.
La 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 la.
La, 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 la. Sorry.
What are you saying?
But yeah, like because of that, I was like, I just don't want to use any Johnson's products. But when we got them, we just regifted them to someone that didn't mind. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, can you take back your gift? Or I'm not gonna use that. We only want.
But that's what I'm saying. For me, baby showers are the time when you do gift lists.
Yeah.
Because it's a very specific situation.
Yeah.
It's very personal. It's very sensitive.
And most times it's like your first child. You just don't. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
everything. You just want the person to get what they need and like.
and be
So
happy. Exactly.
most of the time, if there is a baby shower gift list, if I go to a baby, I will get
I will
something
get
off
something
the,
off
off
the
the
gift
gift
list,
list.
yeah.
Because I just get it. So I remember your baby shower, you wanted Aveeno products. I went to go. I got Aveeno. Could you imagine? I'm there in the aisle. She said she was Aveeno, but I really like Johnson.
Johnson.
So me, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah.
They should
Yeah.
put Aveeno on the list.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It just to me don't make sense to do
Yeah.
that.
So
It's not your
just like-
child.
Did your friend have it? But the baby was here. You were just going to see.
Yeah,
the
the
baby.
baby-
yeah.
No, she's being petty, man.
Yeah.
I still can't agree with that party list though.
Yeah, I can't agree with it.
That's
but
really
you know what?
irritating me.
I think it's definitely unrealistic. But you know, one of my other friends, she's done something really nice, which I think I'd probably do one day. When her son turned 1, she said that we're not having a party, we're not doing anything, but what we really want you to do is like give towards the charity for like I think it
stuff
was
like
like
that.
giving little kids like
Books
some
and
books, and
stuff,
she'd done a
yeah.
link to it, and it was so nice because you just thought to yourself, actually, I really want to give to
That's
this.
a very selfless
And that
thing
was
to
such a
do.
selfless thing because to be fair, she's just like, thank you so much for all the things that you got him from my baby shower. We're still using a lot of those things up until now, and that was part of their
Yeah.
message.
Good woman.
Yeah, I
Isn't
love
it?
that. Yeah,
It was
I
so
love that.
nice.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, that's such a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
And so she everybody just donated to
Yeah,
the
that's
charity.
really nice.
Really
And I
I
thought
like
to
that.
myself, we're going to do that one
That
day.
is really
That's
nice.
so nice.
Seriously.
Because
But
it's true.
people are good, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really
So
nice.
good.
And she's been
So
honest.
good.
She said we're still using a lot of the things he's got from his baby shower. She's
Yeah.
not a greedy person.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not a greedy
she's not
person.
greedy.
She's,
Yeah.
yeah,
At
that
all.
was so nice. And
But
I
you-
absolutely love
yeah.
that.
One thing that you said, which made me actually kind of think is very true, because you had almost a list that you gave for your baby shower, but when you're with your close friends and family or your family, you had something else in terms of some maybe more extravagant things, or that are going to be a certain price bracket. And I think that's what I would have done, like
Yeah.
in that sense, because I think fine, you want your kid to be kitted out in designer duds or whatever. You kind of have a list that's a bit more upscale. But I feel like, you know, it's friends and family, certain friends and family will go out of their way. I've bought someone a car seat before and it's and I'm more than happy to do so. And but it's just one of those things where like, make sure people have an option. Make sure people have like, there are tiers in your gift. Don't make everything crazy price. Because if you are going to do one gift list and you know that, this is for my family too, fine. But just make sure there's things on there that a lot of price points can afford. Everything shouldn't be £100 or less or over, sorry. Like, it's not fair. I think it's really, it's rude. And I think you need to be sensitive of people's pockets. It's not nice.
So are you saying I can't ask for £500 then from my guest? No, I'm joking.
No, you can't.
I'm joking. No, I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not doing that.
I think for your one, I don't think that is even an issue.
No.
No, I don't think that's an issue. When you're getting married, like
I don't think that is
different. I think that's different. That is completely different. We will that your little phrase that you said, whilst we appreciate that one standard. Even when I read it, I say, all right. Then you get your envelope, back. That is fine.
It's true.
Yeah. Someone actually gave us that idea to do
again,
that.
it's all individual. Good. Like, is there a minimum that you will or won't accept?
No, of course. You don't even know.
£1 is a contribution.
You don't even know. You're not coming over the thing, you'll be like,
it's not a GoFundMe page.
Take your unless you do like an anonymous thing. Like
it's just online. An envelope and a post box.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes people.
I'm sorry, I'm writing my name with the money I put in your card now.
Yeah, it's from me.
You don't know it's from me.
Yeah. I remember way back in the day, for whatever reason, I think I forgot to bring the gift to my friend. I said, I'm coming to bring your gift. I met her. I said, here I go. This is from me.
Yeah.
Good. Bruv. So you can see once of cash and you don't know your cover. No.
You must
know get it right.
It's from me.
Exactly. You have to know, bro.
So they come and they'll chat you out there. Daphne came to eat and drink for free.
No.
I've blessed your marriage. I've sewn into it.
But what if it's £5?
That's better than a contribution. It's £5.
Everybody, you can give what you want to give. This is not offering and tithe. So bring what you want to bring.
But even offering is what you want to give.
It's free will.
Somebody can give £1 offering before.
Yeah,
it's true.
When my mum used to give me the £1,
when you're in church before,
I need to give offering. £1.
It's true.
And it's given and received with vim.
Yeah.
When you dropped it in that thing, you felt good in your
I did my shakara.
Some of them be in the bottom of her handbag going like this.
Take it. Yeah. When it comes to certain things, weddings, baby showers, to me, gift list, go for it. Live your best life. Put everything you like. But party is not a necessity, so you're not going to get a necessity gift.
Yeah.
You're going to get what I believe I can contribute comfortably.
That's exactly what I believe.
And you shouldn't place certain parameters or onus on me, especially above a certain price point. It's disrespectful. It's rude.
Daphne means this, look at her face.
It's rude.
It's disrespectful.
It's rude.
Okay.
And I think it's more important that you actually encourage people to spend time with your child, see your child, interact with your child, pray for your child.
Yeah.
Then rather than for them to just
everyday rich auntie vibes, come and give the big gift and go again.
Exactly.
That will be more valuable to the child.
Yeah.
That will be more valuable to your child in the long term than any design or whatever would be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I love prayers. I love prayers and love.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the child feels love and I think that's I love it when I see
you
a
came
happy
bearing
child.
gifts for the kids.
Yeah.
They're not even here. So
that's what I love.
But I like spending time with the kids. Like I want the kids to know me.
Yeah.
One of the things that frustrates me more than anything is when my friends have children and the children don't know me at all, or they just that hurts me more than anything.
Aww,
because it's one of those things like I could bring stuff for the kid all the time, but at the end of the day, if the kid takes the thing and just goes off,
know me. Yeah.
What I don't see what I've done here.
Yeah.
I don't get. There's nothing. So for me, that is and that's what I would want for my children. So everybody should want what they want for their children, but that's what I personally want. I want them to be like, that's auntie so-and-so, that's uncle so-and-so. I love them. They're so nice to me. They treat me nicely. They take me out. They do this for me. They care about me. They call me.
Yeah.
I think when they're babies, don't take it personal, babe, because
no,
them little kids.
No, but it's one of those things where.
But when they get to a certain age, like maybe 3, 4, 5,
but you have to be around. And it's like, and for me, it's not even that. It's when I want to be able to show the child a picture and say,
Look.
Yeah.
This is when you were a baby.
points.
Yeah.
I did that literally at the end of last year. So one of my friends has a daughter, and there's I have some picture of her when she was firstborn. No, not firstborn. She was a few months old. And she's just there like this with me. And then literally I called her and I said, she's got a little sister. And I said to her, do you know who this is? And she was like, yeah. And I said, do you know who this is? And she said her little sister's name. And I was like, no, it's you. And then she goes, oh. And then I said, should we take another one? And she said, yeah. So we sit there. Yeah. And then I took another one with her. And so now we have that picture. Yeah. We have another picture like the same, but her grown up. So to me, one day, maybe I'll give it to her as a gift. Like, look, you know.
That's so
but
nice.
To me, that's better than
sentimental stuff. I love those sorts of things.
Yeah, I love those types of things.
I love them.
Yeah.
What?
I say,
Don't get me wrong, I bought her a gift as well.
Is that not sentimental?
What? Sentimental.
Personalized
robe.
But no, but I
will wear
her
it
a
to your
gift
like
as well.
for the next 3
and
weeks.
she'll remember the
it'll look too small
gift.
for
But
you.
I think it's more important to me anyway. The child remembers the person who gave the gift.
Yeah.
It's
not about the gifts.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
But then on that note.
And on that note, indeed. Thanks for listening to another episode of
And on that note, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, your aunties, your uncles, your sisters, and the whole shambaz. Thank you.
Bye.